Welcome to Mackenzie Creations. In this video, we are going to continue with making our Easter cards. Easter will be actually next week, so I want to get a few more cards made. And so today we're going to work on Diamond Press Easter basket. And I did an unboxing of this on a prior video. And so we're going to make this cute little Easter basket up, and it's giving us the instructions. And then on the back, they give us an example on how the final Easter basket will look. So let's get started. So for my papers, I'm going to continue using the Crafter's Companion, and these are the pastels right here. And then I'll also use the pop-up box paper pad, and these are just fun festive colors. And so I'm going to pick some papers out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I picked out my paper. So for my Easter basket, I'm going to use this pretty pink paper. So the instructions tell us to cut out 2 of these. And then for the box die, I'm going to use this paper right here. And so I believe, yes, I'll just cut out 1 of these. So I'm going to get my Marquise machine right here. And let me just grab some scissors. Okay, and I'm just going to cut this down. Oh, okay, I'm going to need a larger folder. So I'm going to just grab this slimline folder. And I'm just going to hold it. I'm not going to tape it down. So I'll just run this through the machine. Okay, so we have our bottom of our box, and you can see that all the score lines are in here. So that's nice. Okay, let me just get cleaned up. Okay, so next we're gonna cut out the Easter basket, and I'll cut it down the same way and run it through the machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my basket all cut out, and actually this die was too big to cut out on one piece of the 8x8 cardstock, and I only have 2 sheets of these, so I decided just to cut a plain piece of paper out for the back side. So we'll get started with completing the rest of the basket. So next on the instructions, it's telling us to fold the box die, which is this right here. It's telling us to fold on the score lines indicated in red. So let me just hold this up so you can see it. So they have the score lines that you're going to fold on that's in red right here. So I'm going to take a moment to just do that, and then I'll come right back and we'll start putting the basket together. It's not taking too long. I was going to hit pause, but it's going fairly quickly. Now the tricky part is this little triangle right here. It's telling us to fold on the score lines here. Okay, so I think I have it all folded correctly. And so I'm going to grab my glue. So we're on step 3 now. It's telling us to apply adhesive to center tabs, which are these tabs right here. It's these tabs right here. So I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see if we put the glue on the inside or the outside. Okay, so I have my box here. And so you're going to put your adhesive on the outside because you want your basket to look like this. If you would have put it on the inside, it would cover up the basket. So you want to glue to the outside of the tab. So we'll try that. I'm just gonna straighten this back out and we'll apply glue to both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna glue my Easter basket down here. And I hope this is correct. And then I'm gonna put glue on the other side. And then I'll glue this down. So I'm just gonna hold this down and let this set for a few moments and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our two sides of our basket glued down. So next we'll glue the smaller tabs down on each side. And I think I'll put glue on both sides at the same time, because when we fold it up, I'll try to hold it down at the same time. So I'm gonna let this set. Then I'll put glue on the rest of the smaller tabs on each side and then glue those in as well. And I'll come back and we'll be done with the basket and we can start decorating. Okay, so we are done putting the basket together. And so what I would definitely recommend is that you use glue that's gonna dry clear, because the glue will seep out through these little trellis holes right here. And so we'll cover these up when we decorate the basket. And also, if you are gonna stamp, let me just hold this up. So see right here where they have this stamped. If you're gonna stamp, I would suggest doing that before you start putting your basket together. So once you cut your die out for the front part of the basket, just go ahead and stamp it before you start gluing everything together. So what I'll do is I'll cut out another front piece and then I'll just cut this right here, stamp it, and then glue it on. So I'll do that when I do my embellishments. So we can start decorating. So literally, I don't know, they give you all these embellishments right here. They give you a bunny, they give you some eggs. And I'm not gonna color today, so when I cut out my eggs, I'll use papers that already have little decorations on them or that has a design on there. I'll cut out a little bow and some grass. And I don't think I'm gonna use any florals, so I'll just put these to the side. And then they give you a little piece right here, which is a decoration for the basket. So I'll cut that out in something pretty as well. So when I come back, I'll have all my embellishments cut out. Okay, I am back and I have my embellishments cut out. So I have some eggs right here. And then I cut out some grass. I cut out my little bow in purple. I cut out my Easter bunny in gold. And then I cut out the little decoration for the basket in green as well. So next, since I didn't stamp the Easter basket before I start gluing, I'll go ahead and do that now. So I just ran the die back through, and I just ran it partially through because I just need the part of the handle right here. So I'll get my stamp platform. And then in this set, they give you a lot of stamps right here. And so I'll pick out one of these sentiments that we're gonna stamp, but also if you wanted to, you can stamp your bow right here if you wanted to color, and then you can stamp your Easter eggs. So I cut out a couple eggs that doesn't have a design on it, so I may stamp it in just a plain color just to give it a little dimension. So let me see. Oh, I have this backwards. So the sentiments on here says, to one of my favorite peeps, for some bunny special, a sweet Easter treat, you're excellent, spring blessings, you're extra special, peace, love, and chocolate, happy Easter. So I'm going to pick the one that says "Your Extra Special." And I'll go ahead and get my paper down so we can stamp. Now to avoid this, just make sure you stamp before you glue your basket, because there's no way I can stamp on this now since I've already put it together. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take my VersaFine ink right here. And we'll go ahead and get our sentiment down. Okay, so I'll hold this up. I think it came out pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll take my scissors and just cut this piece of the handle off. And I'm going to move this just for a minute because we're going to do some more stamping. I tend to make a mess, but I'm sure everyone else does too. This stuff is everywhere. So we'll get this glued down. And sometimes when you make mistakes, you know, you just improvise and move on. And actually this right here is giving my card more dimension. I should have put some foam dots on here and it could have propped up a little bit, but that's okay. So I have this glued down and I'll just let this continue to dry while we do some more stamping. So I have a few purple eggs that are just plain. So I'll stamp those. Let me just get cleaned up here for a moment. I'm gonna wipe this down. So on the stamps, they have various designs on here. So I'm just gonna pick 2 of them. And then, actually I have a green egg too, right here. So I have 3 that I'm gonna stamp. So I'll definitely use the purple. And I'll have to get this open. I'll use the pink. Then I'll also use this turquoise color. So I'll pick out 1 more of these eggs because I have 3 eggs. Okay, so we'll start with the green. Okay, so I'm gonna get my stamp down. And then I'll pick it up right here. And I'll have to be very careful because once I stamp, that'll be it because my magnets are not holding anything down. Okay, so we'll try to get a little pattern design on here from the stamp. Okay, this is very bright. Okay, you really can't see this design because it's very light. I should have used a darker color. So I'm gonna restamp this using pink and hope the colors show up a little better. Sometimes you just have to play around with stuff. Let's see. Yes, this is much better. So I'm gonna go with this. So it's better for me to use a darker color when stamping. So I'll do this for my purple eggs. And I'm gonna stamp both of these with purple ink and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have everything stamped down on my eggs. I have some ink on my nail polish, so excuse that. And then we'll just start gluing down all of our embellishments on our basket. So we'll start with the grass and we'll just get that glued down. At the bottom right here. And then next I'll glue down the little decoration for the basket. So you see it's starting to look nice as I put my decorations on here. So I'll glue the rest of my embellishments on off camera and I'll come back with a final look of the basket. Okay, so I have my basket done, but before we look at our basket, this die right here, when you cut this out, you'll get these little pieces left over. And so I just wanted to point out, like, this looks like the shape of an umbrella. So you can save these pieces right here. And actually the little handle right here, see how if you put this on here, you'll have like the arm of the umbrella. So just something to think about. Save your scraps. Okay, so let's go over the basket. This came out really, really cute. And so we put the basket together. We have our sentiments stamped on here. You're extra special. So we added our embellishments on here. We have the Easter eggs down here. I stamped a few of these. And then I cut out extra ones in paper that had a little pattern on them. I just added some pearls on here to finish this off. So I have pearls on the handle, a little pearl on the bow right here that I added. And then I have a few pearls on the Easter egg down here. And then of course we have our cute little gold bunny. So this came out really nice and this set is really nice. I got it on auto ship. So every few months they'll be sending us different themes. I know we get like a Halloween theme. I don't recall the rest of them. So if I find it, I'll let you know. Yeah, so I'm really impressed at how this came out. Take care and see you in the next video.